Ladies and gentlemen, WRNI presents Trainity Wreck Theatre, broadcasting live from the Jane Pickens Theatre. Trainity Wreck's radio theater with guest actors and actresses, hosted by me, Bob Look, with Kurt Columbine from Trainity Wreck Theatre. Please give a round of applause as our actors take the stage.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the beautiful Jane Pickens Theatre for WRNI's Trainity Wreck Live Radio Theatre. Let me just introduce our actors here. My name, of course, is Bob Look from WRNI. Thank you very much. We also have Trainity Wreck's artistic director, Mr. Kurt Columbine. Trinity Wreck stalwart actors, 24 seasons.
27.
27 seasons.
Stalwart, that doesn't make me sound very pretty, does it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte DeRozier-Cronk. The newest member of the Trainity Wreck team, coming directly from the Wagon Wheel Musical Theater.
Isn't she lovely?
And her name, of course, is Wastrel Morgan. And also, just in as a guest from New York City, where she recently appeared on Law & Order Special Victims Unit as a vomit-covered corpse in a dumpster, please give a round of applause to Valerie Amoshouse. Excuse me?
Amoshouse. Pronounced Amoshouse.
I thought that's what I said. Okay. And last but not least, everybody's favorite Scrooge for 34 years, Mr. Jim Stickles. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special script that is from the Sherwood Schwartz Library in Pasadena, California. And this is one of the Lost Gilligan's Island scripts, which was very difficult to come by, and we're going to be doing a couple of scenes from an episode which was never aired, which was called Where's the Fish? And so we'd like to start that right now. I think it's probably worth mentioning that the cast has not seen this script.
No, we've hardly had a chance to prepare.
Totally cool.
Might we warm up just a bit, though?
Of course, by all means.
I think the audience would be interested in the process, wouldn't they?
Yes, of course. Do your, ladies and gentlemen, please observe as the thespians get ready for the show.
You can sit.
Is everybody all set? Now, Kurt, you actually knew Sherwood Schwartz, is that correct?
I did have the privilege of meeting Mr. Schwartz. I knew him for a short period of time.
Jimmy here blew it. Is this thing off?
Not in the biblical sense.
We're going to have to edit that out later.
Oh, God. Theater, it's just, it's live, it's, anything can happen.
I feel like Mr. Schwartz, this is a very good sampling of his work. This puts him in the pantheon with Chekhov and Shakespeare.
That's right, yes.
It's true.
Beautiful, beautiful
Well,
piece of work.
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, the scene we're going to be doing, the first scene, opens with the skipper explaining a situation involving some missing fish to Mr. and Mrs. Howell. So let's listen in.
Mr. and Mrs. Howell, did you carry 2 pails of fish up from the lagoon this morning?
Pick up 2 pails of fish, Howell?
Well, somebody took them.
Perhaps a pair of diamonds.
Perhaps a pair of gold fish?
Gold. Lovely. You made a witty one.
Well, it's a mystery to me.
Captain, I just adore mysteries. Now give me the facts, won't you?
Well, sure, Mrs. Howell.
Sorry, could we go back?
No.
Time. Thirsting. Isn't it exciting? It reminds me of the time our townhouse was burglarized.
Well, now you see, Gillig and I were fishing down at the lagoon.
Captain, we know it wasn't you. The burglar was a much smaller man.
Mrs. Howell, please, if you just let me finish one sentence.
Captain, you're absolutely right. Lovely, stay on topic.
Now, when we got back with the bananas, we noticed that both pails of fish were missing.
But did you happen to notice a tall, dark stranger with a slouched hat and a black cape loitering in the corridor?
What corridor?
Captain, if you're going to withhold evidence, how do you expect me to solve your crime?
Lovely, let the captain finish his thrilling story.
Well, I thank you both very much, but just forget the whole thing. Never mind.
That's a reading from Jim Stickle.
Yes.
Is Thurston Howell the Bernie Madoff of 1967?
Well,
Interesting question.
it's funny you mention that.
That is a question.
Indeed. Because that, in fact, was the person I was thinking of as I prepared for this role.
Oh, Jim, you're so
Just the 3 seconds before I started.
He's so full of shit.
Well, no.
He says,
All right. Well, let's keep moving. In the next section of the story, Gilligan is explaining the very same situation to Marianne and Ginger.
excuse me, I'm sorry, am I in this?
No.
All right, I'll do that.
I'm sorry. For this scene, Kurt Columbine will be reading the part of Gilligan.
Thank you.
And when we came back with the bananas, the fish weren't there.
Well, maybe a wave washed all the pails of fish away.
No. I heard the weather forecast on the radio right after the Take a Dare program.
Take a Dare program? Oh, that's my favorite program. What was the stunt this week?
They put a man on a desert island, all alone.
I know, it was a monkey.
No, a real
No!
man.
A real man. No, I mean maybe a monkey carried the pails of fish away. Oh, what will the contestant win?
$10,000 if he can stay there a week.
Maybe it was a seal.
No, seals don't like money. They like fish.
Oh, tell us about the man.
Well, if he gets any help, he loses.
Gilligan, I think you're a little confused.
No, I'm not. If the man can stay on a deserted fish for a week, he gets 10,000 pails.
A deserted fish? 10,000 pails?
Wait a minute, that doesn't sound quite right, does it?
No. Now, why don't you start all over and tell us about the fish? Tell us about the radio program.
Okay, well, the fish disappeared. They dropped him on an island. He went down for the bananas. He gets $10,000. We don't know who did it. If he gets any help, he loses. I think.
Kurt Columbine, is Gilligan every man?
Well, I think Gilligan does represent every man. He is he's a bit of an adult, but he's still a bit of a boy.
Interesting.
So true, so true.
Yeah, you know about the boys.
Wastrel Morgan, how do you think, Ginger?
Yes.
Well, that's about all we have time for today on Trainity Wreck Theatre, and
folks, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but apparently they didn't press record back there. We're gonna have to do the whole thing over again. Sorry.
I have an appointment.
Fucking kidding me.
I'm sorry, I have to be at the Warwick Mall in 10 minutes.
I have an appointment with my dramaturge.
I'm the deputy
That's
about
all we have time for today on Trainity Wreck Radio Theatre. Join us next month when we'll be doing an excerpt from a lost episode of The Brady Bunch.